Very good morning and welcome to Sports Recap on Hills TV. I am Memo Cynthia. So, of course, Sports Recap is where we give you the sporting stories. But, of course, I won't be doing this alone. I'm with...
Good morning. It's so good to be here, Memo Cynthia. It's a lovely weekend and I believe you're enjoying the weather itself.
Well, it's a bit cozy, but then we'll survive.
Yeah, I am
Quickly.
Richard Badum.
All right, quickly, let's move into the local scene where Nigerian midfielder Kelechi Wakali has turned down an offer of £23,000 per month offer from Swiss size FC Zurich, according to reports. Wakali, who had his contract at Huesca terminated towards the end of last season, is reportedly holding out for a better deal to join the club.
I think it's actually a good thing. We were discussing before now, 23,000 euros a month. Come on, it's nowhere close to what he's supposed to be earning. For God's sake, this is someone that has won the FIFA Under-17 World Cup, also participated in the Nations Cup. Though we know the participation in Nations Cup caused him problem with his former side, SD Uska, and that's why he's gone in for another club. He resigned. He actually left the club, before the end of the season, and here he is now trying to look for a better deal. But Zurich are coming in with 23,000 euros, which I believe no any professional player in his, in his light will want to take such deal. So it's a poor one for me.
Well, what clubs can you suggest that he goes?
I think there are likes of Fenerbahce, where he can start the rebuilding process. The likes of Trabzonspor in Turkey, he can also go there to start his rebuilding process. And probably he's getting old already, but definitely there is still hope for him. There are players who actually made it big, at the end of their career.
Yeah, peak of their career.
Yeah, at the peak of their career. So definitely, it's never too late for him.
All right, quickly to NFF, where reports indicate that the majority of state FA chairman has given the Nigerian Football Federation NFF Executive Committee not later than 2 weeks to hold its General Assembly. The NFF Congress have failed to meet since December 2021 after a federal high court sitting in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, issued an injunction against such meeting. What is happening to NFF?
I think at this point, the election is the major concern now. September is what everyone is looking out for, but there is no possibility that the election will take place in September. Now, this state FA chairman, being part of the Congress, yes, it's something that's supposed to happen, but the NFF itself has had, I think, a 7-man, member, which involves the president and other executives, and we have floor members. I think there are like 3 or 2, 3, 4, in that particular position. So you begin to ask yourself, now, what role are these people who are there playing? What about the state FAs? Are they not involved in the process? I think the constitution has not actually been a solid one for the Nigerian Football Federation, and that is what has been the problem all this while. The state FA chairman are now looking for inclusion, and that's why they want to be the ones now to select who becomes the the NFF president. The former Delta State FA chairman, Amaju Pinnick, is the chairman. Now, definitely, they are looking amongst themselves who becomes the next. So they're going in for an election.
Okay, we just hope in the coming days that one can be, we can see if they can be able to do something about it.
Of course, the possibility is what we're looking for.
All right, still on the local scene, where Moses Simon, the Nigerian winger, has been nominated for the Confederation of African Football's Men's Player of the Year award for 2021-2022. But there was no place for the most expensive signing, talking about Victor Osimhen, despite his goals for both the Super Eagles and Napoli. The list covering performances from September 2021 until June this year was decided by a panel of CAF legends. Is this right?
Yeah, for me, it's actually a good step in the right direction.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I would say so, because Simon had a fantastic, time with Nantes, where he actually scored, impressive goals, and also won the Coupe de France with the team. You understand?
Yeah.
He was actually vital in that, but he was very instrumental in that winning. And away from that, coming to the Nations Cup, we all know at some point he was the most dangerous player to face in the Nations Cup during the group stage until we got to play against Tunisia. So, of course, for me, Victor Moses not being there, you should put the blame on Napoli, who didn't allow him come for the Mundial that happened in Cameroon. But instead, they were looking out for his health, his well-being. And don't forget, he recovered earlier because he wanted to play in the Nations Cup. But Napoli only said, this year recovery is only for us, not for Nigeria.
Okay, so but when you check where Victor Osimhen is right now in the chart and Moses Simon, you would say Moses Simon had a better year than Victor Osimhen?
On the chart now, from the performance they are looking at, you will always want to give it to Moses Simon for now.
back from that short break. It's still Sports Recap on Hills TV, and we are talking about Victor Osimhen.
Yes. And like I was saying, you know, the Victor Osimhen actually had a good time after he came back from injury, scoring 16 goals for Napoli and also playing a very good role in the the Europa League. But compared to Moses Simon, with what he played, he was actually, like I said, Moses Simon was instrumental to Nigeria and also, Nantes. Also, no one would have expected Moses Simon to pull off that performance.
But we also have a Victor Osimhen in Lille before he came to Napoli.
Yeah, but he didn't win the Coupe de France. Maybe that was the difference now.
Okay. Let's see how it goes for this year, because we also have a Sadio Mane that did very well in AFCON. We also have an Egyptian god there, Mohamed Salah, that did very well. But it's part of the nomination, and I think it's it's a right step for Nigerian players.
Of course, we're getting there little by little. We are going back there. You know, let's wait to see. After Osimhen scoring 4 goals, you know, in the Nations Cup qualifiers against this very team, Sao Tome, we know more goals are coming for Osimhen, and of course, he will end this particular one as a top goal scorer. I'm saying it with all authority. Okay. You know, yeah, I'm being so confident. All right. Because I know another 10-0 will come for Sao Tome. Yeah, in Abuja, who knows? But for me, we should expect him in the next award, not this one.
All right, moving on to the international scene, this time we are starting with Lewis Hamilton. Yes, Sir Lewis Hamilton has called for older voices with offensive views to be refused a platform on which to make comments. His plea came after Nelson Piquet made a racist remark about him and following provocative remarks from Bernie Ecclestone about Vladimir Putin.
I think Piquet actually coming out to make such statements at the early beginning, you know, wasn't something even I as a person would take, not to talk about Hamilton. You know, yeah, losing is something that happens to people, but you should not come and justify, you know, why Max Verstappen should actually be above, you know, the 7-time champion. We all know how it is it's not easy losing the position you've held for 7 times, you know, and you know, one man in the name of should I say a legend in the game just comes out one day and tell, and this is how sometimes the professionals go ahead to, you know, disrespect this legend, which is not supposed to be so. So I think for Piquet, to an extent, he should have given more accolade, you know, to Lewis Hamilton, yeah, compared to what he actually did there.
All right, moving it up to athletics. Of course, before we even move to athletics, let's talk about how Lewis Hamilton is faring this time in the chart. You can see that his opponent is doing better, way more better than him.
Way better. Of course, and that shows that for this season, completely has nothing to just get. Maybe the best he might get would be the bronze. But for now, for now, the best man, of course, is Max Verstappen, and he's still taking the lead.
All right, switching to tennis, where Nick Kyrgios said he just wanted to remind everyone that he's pretty good after reaching the 3rd round at Wimbledon in straight sets, as 2-time champion Rafael Nadal also progressed. Kyrgios dominated in a 6-2, 6-3, 6-1 win over Filip Krajinovic and placed Greek 4th seed Stefanos Tsitsipas next. Congratulations
to him and also to Rafael Nadal. Rafael Nadal might add this one to his laurels, but who knows? The 3rd round is okay. You know, after that game, some people would have expected maybe an injury took place there, but unfortunately, or fortunately for him, it was more like just a little issue, not a real issue that would strike for so long. So congratulations to him once again. All
right, straight to the round leather game, where Brazil international Richarlison is set for a medical at Tottenham after Spurs agreed a deal to sign the forward from Everton. That move will be worth more than £50 million, but there are some minor issues to be finalized over the exit fee.
Congratulations.
One movement to another. Yeah, what of Manchester United, what of Chelsea? What's happening?
For Chelsea, of course, Rafinha up till now is still...
Rafinha wants to go to Barca,
he has not made up his mind.
But Leeds wants him in Chelsea.
So I think it's like for Manchester United, De Jong, the deal has been agreed, you know, with Barca, but it's left for De Jong now to talk if he wants to join Manchester United, which the player is not even agreeing to for now. While same thing has happened to Rafinha for Chelsea, and I think lastly, I don't know, but Leeds might later force him to join the Premier League side.
As of yesterday, we saw Dembele a free agent. What next for Dembele?
I think a new signing is what will come, and it may not be as expensive as it was in the first, because he gave nothing in his first 4 years.
Okay, you said that all up, but of course, before you go, what particular player do you want in Manchester City?
in Manchester City.
I mean, sorry, Manchester United. What player? One player.
One player I would like to see in Manchester
Yes,
United
yes,
jersey.
yes.
I think that should actually, if it is miraculous, I want to see Raheem Sterling, because that style of play, kick and follow the ball, you run.
All right, then this is how we wrap up Sports Recap on Hills TV. Remember to follow us on our Instagram, social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Hills TV. Thank you for watching. My name is Memo Cynthia Asoya.
I'm Richard Badum.
Thank you for watching.